Alright, where are you at? Found the hatch. I'm out. You at Shack?
Oh, I'm at a jungle gym.
Where?
That shack.
Okay.
Alright. This is a long wall jungle gym though. I think that's what it would be referred to as. Having a little window and a long wall.
What's the long wall?
This is a long wall with a window.
Okay, so because this one is really long to go around. But if I went around this way, that's short because there's
This is a really strong. This is a strong loop because you want to keep this pallet up to intimidate me, and you want to use this window to extend the loop per se.
So this is the strong point right here because it's long.
No, yeah, but come here. You'd usually be sitting near the pallet. Come here.
Killer can just smack you through a window, right?
Yeah, so you have to be ready for that. So you did. Where would it be? I think it'd either be there if I'm coming from over here, and you'd run around that way, or safe spots. I'm trying to teach you safe spots. Safe spots would be like at this pallet for sure, and watching, or over here if you're on this side. Wow, this is a really weird shape. They've switched the shape of these. There used to be safe spots here you could sit at, and now it looks like it's rather unsafe. I haven't actually paid attention to that forever. And then you got your window, which you're gonna always use to extend the... This barrel fucks you. Cause, come here. Do that. If I run you the other way, you're gonna want to run like through here and like... Oh, this is so tough. I remember this barrel being annoying, cause you run through, you kind of come out a little bit and then hit the ball. Which is really hard to learn. I remember that was like one of the harder things to teach my friend when I was teaching them throw. It all comes down to learning how to hit a window ball.
What if you go around the barrel that way?
Oh, then you're short. You can do that, but then you have to have the distance for it. You have to have the distance for it. So I'm just gonna fucking come right through here and swing, and like right at the window. It's a lot easier for me than you go around a barrel and hitting it. Oh, I got no words. Is there any other variations to the... One sec.
So how am I supposed to run this?
I can't really think about it right now. That's the problem. Come to this one. This is the same thing with the window on the other side.
Where'd you go?
By the hatch. It's been forever since I actually showed someone a safe spot in jungle. And this one looks weird. There you are. Because the shape is like super out on each side, so the safe spots don't really feel safe. Used to. So for here, this is the same type of idea with this window, eh? Where you would be walking until the killer gets close enough. But this one's a little bit shorter. So you have to be really on point with like watching behind you, hitting the window, and knowing if...
Right here?
Yeah. You'd hit the window and you'd have to be really quick at like looking behind you and either going this way right away, or if I come to the window for whatever reason because I'm an idiot. Makes sense?
Wait, where would you be coming from?
From usually the middle of the map, which would be here.
Okay,
Or
so I'm chilling here.
Yeah, you could chill there, or you could come. You could even come over here and just fucking wait over here at this. This doesn't even have a decent spot too. You run this way to hit the vault. Because if you're hiding from a terror radius, because that's usually what's gonna happen, you're gonna wait and see if I'm coming through, and then you come hit the vault. Makes sense?
Wait, come this way?
Yeah, because if I'm coming through here, let's say there's a gen in here or something, and I'm coming in here, and I see you for whatever reason, you're gonna run the vault. Not like that. Not like that. You'd go all the way around. That's a slow vault. Which you can hit this as a fastball. It takes practice, but you can run against this and then quickly run this way and hit a fastball.
So you really, so you need the distance to give us a sprint.
What?
You basically need some distance before you can get a fastball. You can't just vault it. You have to have some distance.
Yeah, a slight amount. Like this is the perfect amount right here, because you can always hit these as fastballs. I always do. Here, if I stop looking, you'll see. You can try it for a second. But if you run up against the wall and then quickly do like a right turn, you should be able to hit a fastball going from the opposite way of the window the wrong way.
Can I do it this way?
No, yeah, you just gotta get really good at quickly redirecting yourself and keeping momentum.
I'm not
I have to
getting
be on
it.
Survivor probably to show you completely, but it's been a minute.
I'm not getting it from this angle. I got it from this angle.
Keep your momentum.
Whoops. So I kind of feel like I run into the wall.
If you go to that video I showed you, it kind of explains it better, where you have to learn to run into the window and then hit spacebar. You don't spam spacebar. If you spam spacebar, you're gonna essentially hit the window vault too early. You need the milliseconds in between you running into the window and then hitting space. It's a really weird concept to learn, but if you run into the window for like a fraction of a second and then hit spacebar, you usually get a fastball still, even on like really short distance. Unless they fixed it, which I doubt they have, because I can still do it on a lot of windows like that.
I'm
It's just
losing it.
your timing between you switching like from the left to the right is just a little too slow.
Switching from left to right.
From right to left, I mean, because you're switching your momentum, per se. A way that I've always done it to make me quicker is I do it with the keys and my camera at the same time. If that makes sense. You tilt your camera and keys at the same time, and you can quickly redirect your like momentum. I guess would be the way to put it. And then you also mix that with running into the window, and then hitting spacebar, because you don't want to hit spacebar preemptively. Hitting spacebar preemptively gets you a slow ball.
Oh, I just got it. It's really tricky, actually.
Yeah, but you can get muscle memory down for it. It's easy as. I do it like literally every time. But then again, 4 years of gameplay.
Oh, I pressed spacebar too soon that time.
You gotta learn about that. That's the biggest thing, is running into the window and then hitting spacebar. You just can't do it too late, or you're gonna get snowballed as well.
I'm getting it now.
There you go.
But it's still tricky. I wonder if I can get it from this way. Oh wait, I messed that up.
You're gonna need a lot more momentum. Usually if I'm hitting the window that way, I go to a slow lie. Like a medium ball, I guess it would be. I stick close to it and just hit it with a medium ball if I have to do it that way. I don't even go for a fastball when I'm on that side. If I have to hit the window for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, I'd never go for it on that side.
I lose the momentum.
Oh, I think it's because you're doing a full 180 and not just a 90. Because I can't even recall ever doing it that way, to be honest. On that side. It'd be too much of a... The time you're taking running away from the window and then running back is like the same amount of time it would take
That
to
it would
just
take to
fucking
just
medium ball.
okay, so don't even bother doing it this
Yeah.
way. Just actually just try to get through it.
Just medium ball if that's really what you have to do.
Okay. That makes sense.
The other side though, yeah, always hit the fastball if you can. They won't expect it. Or one of my favorite things to do is I come in, if they're chasing me around this way, like you just come back. You see how you keep hitting it with a medium ball this way? Instead of doing that, I'll take them the long way around, run in here slightly, and then the same way you're hitting it that way, I'll hit it this way. So like you slightly run in and then quickly switch your momentum to a fastball, if that makes sense. So you can do it that way too if you're being pushed this way for whatever reason. Which I do a lot in chase. Like I'd say that's one of my main moves in chase. Is I go and then I hit the fastball the weird way on them. That's why I like, because no one expects you to hit the fastball like that. They expect you to go with the fucking pallet. They're always like, what?
Is it like this? What I'm doing now?
Yeah, like what you're doing now. Where you'd run, instead of hitting the
But
medium
that's-
vault the way you were doing it before, you do the long way around and then hit the fastball. Yeah.
But you just switch directions?
Yeah, if you have to switch directions for whatever.
That way's
I don't
actually...
know. The other loop is kind of weird, kind of hard to explain because I can't really explain it.
That
But
one's
if you come,
easier.
we can go back and try to explain it a little bit, but I'm just really bad at it.
This way's harder
It's
because
the
it's
same-
tighter.
What?
This way is harder to get
Yeah,
the
but this is, I would
fast.
say this is the best way to teach you how close you can actually be to the window to hit it. Because on any map, you can be essentially this close to hit a window vault. You just gotta learn how to do it properly.
Alright, what other
There's like
loop?
certain maps, like I think Yamoka Estate or something has like way too close of windows to actually hit window vaults, but 99% of maps don't. Like the vaults are far enough away for you to hit fast vaults on either side. And shit. Oh yeah. We're going over here. I don't really got much to say about this other loop though. It's another strong
What about
loop, and you
this
want to
one?
keep. What?
What about this one?
This is a cow tree. There's literally nothing to say about it. You want to run and get the fast vault, and I want to do this and go this way. Any good killer is going to push you the opposite way. That's just simple as.
Killer's gonna push me this way?
Yeah, any good killer is just going to push you this way. And then you're
Why
going to be
is
forced
that?
to do medium vaults. Because you're doing medium vaults
Because I
instead of
can't get a
vaults.
fast fault.
You can't. It's physically impossible. Once upon a time ago, you used to be able to.
So
but
the
not anymore.
difference between a medium vault and a fast fault is literally the difference between getting hit and not.
Yeah. Almost every time. Also, just, you're shortening the
So
loop.
you're
You're not
gonna
getting
run
as much
me
distance
this way.
running this way as you're getting the other way. You could easily get 3 vaults if I chase you this way. You can easily get 3 vaults if I go this way. You actually have the proper distance. Like, it's not hard to get 3 vaults running that. Whereas if I ran you the other way, you're not getting like 2 vaults even. I'll catch up. Does that make sense? Yeah. If I run you the other way, you don't get the distance. You'll hit the vault maybe, but you'll get 1 vault compared to 2, 3.
So once you
Make
break
sense?
that, I gotta go. I gotta leave this. So cow
Yeah,
trees are not
there's
that
nothing.
strong.
Not really. Not really. This is a strong loop. It's just I can't really explain it to you. There's safe spots. Like you'd almost play it like Shaq, where you'd stay at the sides here and watch what I do, of course.
Okay.
Because if I
So
go this way after seeing you go that way, you're gonna want to go the other way, of course.
Alright, so then
I think when I'm running, I usually go to the pallet though. I guess when I'm running, I would
Did
go
I
to
get
the
that?
pallet.
Did I just get the fast fault there?
I wasn't watching.
I think that might have been a fast fault.
Well, after all the practice, I would hope so. Try it again. Oh, let me not get in chase.
No, not that time.
I know it's possible the way I was explaining it, I just know it's hard. Man, I keep getting in chase with you, even though I'm like ages though.
Alright, so let's play Shack then. Let me see if I can...
Oh, look at this shack. This shack's OP. Look at this shit.
Where would I be right now to see which way you're coming?
Well, right there on that side.
Okay.
And then since I've seen you, I'd probably go this way.
What makes this Shack OP?
Look at the other side. Look at the fucking windows on the other side.
Oh, that you could see through it?
2 times as well. Like you can
I don't even see where you went.
I can see you.
You see me now?
No, now I can't. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal hiding yourself on the... It's more of a big deal on this side because there's a window I can hit through. On this side, I can't hit you through. I guess Death Slinger might be able to, but he's not gonna get fucking... Like, the only thing it really does is make it so I don't know where you went, but you don't actually have to be super worried about hiding yourself in these.
It's more just about seeing you and avoiding, like, knowing which way to
Where I'm
react.
going. Yeah, but on this side, you definitely want to hide. Because any, like, a ranged killer or shit like that.
Okay, so come after me.
Alright.
Alright, so if I'm running this way, I'm going to want to go back inside.
And then this is where all that learning would come in handy, because you know how close you can be to the window now to actually hit a fast vault here. So there's that. Oh, you're getting good at watching that, eh?
What?
Oh, you weren't watching behind you for a sec. You weren't watching behind you for a second.
I just lost sight of you.
Alright.
I lose sight of where the killer is.
You gotta pay attention behind you then. and then stop at safe point, quote unquote safe points. Like right here would be a safe point, right here. So you can see, like especially right here, because if you come right over here, and stand like right here, hidden, you can easily flip your camera left and right and see if I'm gonna come this way.
Okay, but by the time I see you, don't you have by the time I see you and I run, right? Like say you're coming
do it real
way.
quick. Let's see. I'll even moonwalk it. Let's just start running when you see me. Go. I think you make that window vault as long as you keep it tight. Oh no, you don't. Maybe you're right. I've done this many times though, and they don't catch me. But it's like fucking. I guess the difference between the 0.2 speed or whatever. That's crazy. I guess resilience might help that. Resilience for your vaults. What if I didn't moonwalk though? Let's do that again, but I don't moonwalk. Just react to the red stain this time. Are you on this too? Okay? Alright, I'm gonna come out. Just react to the red stain this time. I'm pretty sure that works. You didn't start running until way late there. Nah, I hate you again. But I feel like you didn't start running until way late there. You had way time to react. Go back there. Try that again. The moment you see my red light, come on now.
How should I just be standing here looking?
No, yeah, but where are you? Where are you? Are you at the right spot?
I'm
You'd
right
want to be
here.
standing right on the edge. Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
yeah. And then the moment you see my red light, you start like that. I feel like you don't start running until super late, which is
Yeah, it's more like when I see you. I don't really.
you gotta react to the red light. Maybe turn on a filter if you have to.
All right, let me see again.
Comp filters. Hey. All right.
But now, what
There you
if you
go.
change directions by then?
What if I change? But that's where you're looking behind you. You're looking behind you and slightly. Because if I change directions, you can look through the windows.
See, right there, I don't see the red light. I just saw you. By the time.
Oh, because I'm looking at the windows. I'm looking at the windows because I was excited. You could look at the windows if I switch directions.
Yeah, but by the time I see like the red light, I already see you turning the corner.
The red light's huge, though. What do you mean? You should be able to see the red light like still now.
I see it now.
Yeah, what happened now?
Yeah, it just looks like the ground is glowing a little bit red, barely.
What happened now? You still see it?
Barely, not really.
I'm
barely.
on the other side of the pallet, and you say you can barely see it. Like that's so much more time to react than you're thinking. Like right about now, you should start running, and then I would be coming through. And then, like I would have so much. You would make that at that point if you didn't, fuck up the ball.
Yeah, well, when I look behind me, I mess up the location
That's where
of
you
the
just
vault.
gotta start practicing. For me, it's muscle memory. I know to look behind me and to hit W and tap D a couple times while coming through here as survivor. Like I know, like especially because they do this a lot. Like you look at this. I swear they do this just to help survivors. Look at this thing in the middle of the fucking ground. This is to like orientate yourself while you're looking behind you, and oh hey, there's a hay pile there while I'm looking behind me. I can just hit the wall now, if that makes sense. They do that in a lot of shacks. Like there's a hole in the ground, or there's a hay pile, or there's something.
So what? I'm looking at this.
Well, you're looking behind you. My camera's usually tilted downwards, so I'm looking at both the ground and fucking.
So as long as I'm on the edge of this.
You know you're at the vault. You know you just gotta run a straight line to the window at that point.
Which is still tricky because...
It's all gonna be muscle memory. You gotta do it. The fact you don't do it is what makes it tricky. If you did it more, it wouldn't be tricky.
Well, because the second you look behind you, you're not using W anymore, you're using S.
What, you're not very good with your keyboard yet?
Well, I can do it, but I'm not so accurate that like I might end up hitting this hay barrel or not getting a perfect line.
Oh, practice makes perfect.
Because I'm looking behind me at that time.
Looks like you're gonna get died looking behind you a lot of times before you can actually do it. That's all I'm gonna do. See,
but in this case, when I hit spacebar, I'm hitting it way before I even I'm hitting it like there. Like I'll tell you where I'm hitting spacebar. Like now, like I hit it. I'm hitting spacebar like way back.
Go check the video
way
I
back
sent you.
here, like this.
Go check the video I sent you.
But maybe that's because I have a lot of running start.
What this isn't that bad. It's not that bad with this. The main... Go check the video I sent you, because I'm horrible to explain. That video...
It's because you're just talking about the tight loops you gotta wait.
The tight loops are the ones you really want to focus on your timing on Windows, yeah. And really, it's stuff like this. Like, you'd want to use that timing that you've learned on this vault that you're doing now. It's like this tight vault you're doing, you'd want to use that timing here too, because you can easily use that just straight here and then turn. Again, the video explains it 10 times better than I'll ever explain. That's the idea. Anyway, I'm gonna log off this account and log into it.
Can you save me some looping perks?
Windows.
Sprint burst,
Like,
Windows.
Windows is the only living perk you need. Fuck you want.
Windows. Windows of opportunity.